And then read the qissa of awliya, they would stand at a city entry and smile and people would come and smack them. They didn't like that religious character or person, and they actually went to the city place on that wall of the entry and people would abuse them, throw something at them, harm them whenever they spoke, because they understood that Allah was dressing them. As much as they negated themselves, Allah was giving them qudrah, until each wali would speak. Sayyidina Abu Yazid al-Bistami Qaddasallahu sirruhu, you look at the audio stories of Naqshbandiya, it was famous Abu Yazid to speak and give sobats and his people would throw rocks at him. They would be confused with his ulum and his knowledges, and one time they stoned him so bad that they took him into a state of almost death. They threw him into a garbage heap thinking they finally killed him, got rid of these kind of talks. They threw him in a garbage heap and then the dogs came after him because he started to become a little bit conscious and eat some of the food. The dog came and got angry at him. Then Allah sent the dogs to bother, and the dogs got angry, Ya Abu Yazid, what are you doing in this area? This is our food, why are you eating from here? Again humiliation. And when he got better he said, Ya Rabbi, from what I've been dressed with, I pray that you make me to be better, and I go back again and do that. And they can again stone me. Means throughout our lives we'll find many examples of being nothing. And our accounting, the ones who want to succeed in tariqah, they understand the talks, my path is nothing. Every night I'll take an account on how I got closer to nothing or how shaitan fooled me to be something. If I defended myself and had to fight everybody back, then I put a category that was one of the be something category, so I moved farther from Allah. If people attacked me, backbited me, that's why when they backbite us, don't talk back, don't leave it alone, Allah's raising your servant. Then you became more than nothing. When big people start to attack you, you became more than nothing. So you took a life in which to take a hisab, which direction am I going? If everything I have to defend, everything I have to fight, everything I have to go over, shaitan is fooling me to be a one. I have to post this, everything inappropriate I gotta do, I gotta say when my child was born, when my child was sick, when my child was this. For what? Why are you making yourself a one? Keep your life hidden, keep your entire character to be hidden. If you want to draw close to Allah, if that's your goal, if your goal is something else, well then that's dunya, that will give you. If you become too much one, what happens is then we repel. And as you begin to repel, you begin to come further and further and further away from Islam, until you begin to dislike the shaykhs, dislike the heavenly realm, dislike all of what Allah has given, and then they start to give debates, wow we need to eat halal, why we have to follow Islamic rule, why we have to do, why. And shaitan made them then to being like they're Pharaoh and they're the one. They left the field and the gravitational pull of Allah and they went into the accursed. Allah's greatest field and honour was the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. If you are not drawing close to that in these last days of the accursed one entered onto this earth, there's no three. You're this side or that side, there's no third side. And every book has the same understanding. There's a heavenly side, thy kingdom come. The kingdom is who? So then the kingdom will show itself and the accursed one will show himself. So then these two forces are on this earth. Is your pull going towards negative to be a nukh? If you become nukh, you're drawing close to Allah. If through social media and environment and fighting and yelling and screaming and everything in life making you to be one, you're drawing into His territory. And if you pass this middle mark, on Squid Games they had this tug of war, there's a rope where Allah says, hold tight to that rope, there's a flag on this rope. If your flag pushes to this side and you pass Allah's border or limit, the gravitational pull of Dajjal, the accursed one, will take the servant. So then this tug of war is now moving. Who's taking themselves to be towards Allah? Then this is the characteristic. There's no other mental thing, oh I'm very good in my mind, I'm like this, I'm like this. No. You do your own hisab. If in every action you felt you became more negative, a nukh, the dot, then you drew close to Allah. But if in your actions every night are more towards the one, more towards I showed myself, I identified myself, I vindicated myself, then I became more the one. That's the danger. When the shaykhs understood that, then Allah gave to them, then the reality of my one is the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. قُلْ إِنِّي كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ, because to have the one is to have the love of Allah. How do you get the love of Allah? You pray? Allah didn't say, I'll give you love if you pray. Pay? Allah didn't say, I give you love if you pay. That would be weird. So what would be the love? How to gain Allah's love? Allah gave in Holy Qur'an, قُلْ إِنِّي كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي وَيُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ. Tell them, Prophet people who will be reading this message and people who will be listening to you, tell them if they want my love, if they want to be with the one, فَاتَّبِعُونِي, follow you with their life, with their death, with their entire existence. I want to be Muhammadiyun and follow the way of Sayyidina Muhammad who is the master of nukht, from prophets who were big and crowned number ones. Came and I'm nothing, although the most powerful Prophet of Allah, no reviving dead, no lifting carpets and flying in the air, no parting rivers, and all from the hand and the power of Sayyidina Muhammad, but came onto the earth and showed nothing, because he wanted to show the Prophets, I am the perfect submission and Abdullah. The shaykhs are trained in this reality. They actually, when they connect on a talk at that level, they see themselves in submission at the feet of Prophet and they lend their being for the tajalli to enter. They're not present, they're not sharing the ear with each other, they're saying, I'm out, please enter and begin to address, begin to dress my physicality and my soul with that presence. And as a result they are in submission, in the audience out. That binary code is their entire existence. They're not both on, how could both be in the same field? They go off, they see that one presence come and that light enters in, that light is on, they're off. With that love, every day what I did to draw closer